Windows 10 November 2019 update rolling out as release preview. Microsoft has just released what might very well be the final November 2019 update build, 19H2 build 18363.418, to Windows insiders who are on build 18362.10024 and in the release preview ring. In an official blog post a few hours ago, Brandon LeBlanc, the senior program manager of the Windows Insider program, said users in the so-called slow ring will have to switch to the release preview ring to pick up the final 19H2 build. There's no official list of fixes and improvements for this particular build, and while that suggests this update contains fairly minor changes, what makes it significant is the company's recent statement that says it expects this very build to be the release candidate for the eventual November 2019 update. There's no word on the exact release date for that just yet, but given that it's already being tested in the release preview ring, the full release cannot be that far off. In case you're looking forward to the Windows November 10, 2019 update, you'll be disappointed to know that it will not have as many new features or changes as one would normally expect. Instead, the update will focus on fixing most of the annoying bugs and anomalies that have cropped up in the OS over the years. That being said, it still comes with some cool new features, including the ability to quickly create an event straight from the calendar flyout on the taskbar, a Manage Notifications button at the top of Action Center, an expanded navigation pane on the Start menu, options to turn off notifications from an app or website right from the notification itself, and an updated search functionality that returns results for both local and cloud-based files. Leak revealed details of upcoming big Windows 10 feature updates. Windows 10 2018 will ship with new Microsoft Edge. In August 2019, Microsoft released the first beta version of its Chromium-based Edge web browser for Windows 10, 7 and as well as macOS. Microsoft has been testing the overhauled Edge browser with insiders to pave the way for the mainstream release in coming months. According to a new report, Microsoft hopes to launch Edge, stable version, soon, and it would be pre-installed on Windows 10 in 2020. This means Microsoft will swap out the old Edge for all users with the new browser in Windows 10 2018 update, which is expected to finalize in March 2020. Windows 10 2018 is also codenamed Vibranium. Windows 10 XRTM in mid-2020. It also appears that the major features and improvements of Windows 10 X will be finalized with Windows 10's Spring 2020 update, 20H1. Windows 10 Manganese update. The feature release following Windows 10 20H1 should be 20H2, and it's reportedly codenamed Manganese. The same report suggests that Microsoft will begin shipping the early bits of Windows 10 Manganese update to the Windows insiders in Skip Ahead, but initially, it won't have too many new features. Windows 10 2018 build 19008 rolls out to Fast Ring insiders. Bug fixes and performance improvements are the name of the game in today's release. Microsoft released a new Windows 10 preview build for Fast Ring insiders today, pushing the build number up to 19008. This latest release doesn't include any new features, but there are several bug fixes and performance improvements to check out. There's also a health list of known issues to be aware of. General changes, improvements, and fixes for PC. For insiders that were experiencing their PCs getting stuck on restart and shut down on builds 18999-19002, a fix for this was included with the update to build 19002.1002, but in case you didn't see it, including a note here too. If you didn't install build 19002.1002, you may need to use the workaround in order to upgrade to this build. We fixed an issue where, when optional updates were available, insiders with the settings header might see the Windows Update indicator in a warning state, although the main page of Windows Update settings showed that everything is up to date. We fixed an issue resulting in sometimes not being able to bring settings back up after minimizing the window. We've done some work to improve the launch speed of the taskbar jump lists. We fixed an issue resulting in the program compatibility assistant popping up for some insiders. We fixed an issue resulting in Windows Hello unexpectedly showing an error message periodically saying can't turn camera on recent builds. We cleaned up some UI in the mouse pointer settings in ease of access. We fixed a bug in Narrator where Narrator was not reading link text in the proper language in the Chrome browser. Known issues. Batley and Microsoft have found incompatibility issues due to changes in the operating system between some Insider Preview builds and certain versions of Batley anti-cheat software. To safeguard insiders who might have these versions installed on their PC, we have applied a compatibility hold on these devices from being offered affected builds of Windows Insider Preview. We're investigating an issue where initiating reset this PC with the cloud download option isn't working on this build or the previous one when started from Windows RE. We've heard that settings still isn't available outside of launching via the URI, MS settings, for some insiders and are investigating. When using dark theme, the hardware keyboard text prediction candidate window is unreadable due to black text on a dark gray background. Bluetooth devices may not reconnect as expected after closing the device lid for certain devices. We're working on a fix, but in the meantime, you can toggle Bluetooth off and back on in the Settings app or reboot the device and that should resolve the issue. Some insiders are still reporting that after successfully updating to a new build, the Windows Update settings page may show the same build needs to install. You can verify the build was successfully installed by checking the build number in the corner of the screen or going to Win+R, typing WinVer, and confirming the build number. We're investigating this issue. Some insiders are still reporting that when viewing optional drivers in the new section on the Windows Update page, there may be older drivers showing as available for download. If accepted, they will attempt to install and fail to do so. We're investigating this issue. Microsoft Windows 10 version 1909 CPU details published. Microsoft has listed a set of recommended processors which should be used when selling Windows 10 1909 version pre-installed or offering it through external media. Windows 10 1909 version is all set to roll out in November. As the new Windows 10 update is on the verge of release, Microsoft has updated and revealed the processor requirement for it. Well, Windows has done it for all their versions, and v1909 is not an exception. In a blog, listing out the requirements, Microsoft has listed a set of recommended processors which should be used by the companies while selling it pre-installed or offering through external media. Windows 10 version 1909 is version 1903 with minor changes and improvements. The blog states that the Windows November 10, 2019 update supports 9th generation Intel processors, AMD 7th gen processors and Qualcomm Snapdragon 850 and 8CX. As mentioned in the blog, the new version is up through the 10th generation Intel processors, including Intel Core i3/i5/i7/i9-10XXX, Intel Xeon E22XX, Intel Atom, J4XXX/J5XXX and N4XXX/N5XXX. The latest version will be compatible on Intel Celeron and Pentium as well. The Intel Xeon processors are supported on Windows 10 Pro for workstations and Windows 10 Enterprise only. AMD processors. For AMD processors, the 1909 version is up through 7th generation processors, including A-Series X9XXX, E-Series X9XXX and FX9XXX, AMD Athlon 2XX processors, AMD Ryzen 3/5/7 AMD Optane and AMD EPYC 7XXX. However, AMD Optane and AMD EPYC processors are supported on Windows 10 Pro for workstations and Windows 10 Enterprise only. Qualcomm processors. The Windows 10 version 1909 supports Qualcomm Snapdragon 850 and 8CX. Additionally, one would need at least 32 GB of disk space to download and install November 2019 update.